City Tower, Dakota 809 Victor, holding short 30, ready for takeoff.
Runway 30, wind 310 at 18, gust 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 30, 809 Victor. Carbine off, flaps down, primer locked, fuel pump on, mixture full rich. All right, everybody ready to go?
Yes. Yes.
And we're off. It's probably going to be pretty bumpy, remember, so don't worry, it's all right, all right?
Okay, I won't worry at all. Me too. Yeehaw! Woo-hoo!
These kids love adventure.
Go flying and adventure awaits.
Cherokee 904 Victor, contact departure.
What a departure, 94 Victor, good day.
Amber and the kids were excited for our first big trip in our plane. The winds were pretty heavy and gusty taking off from Cap City, and I was worried that the family wouldn't enjoy the flight. I didn't want the memories of their first big trip to be stained with fear, nausea, or worse. Something that actually would stain, especially on our hilarious sheepskin seat covers. Thankfully, the air was far less turbulent than I expected. I called up Harrisburg Approach and picked up our IFR flight plan in the air, which I filed in case we got trapped above the clouds and needed to punch through on our descent into Cincinnati.
Star 904 Victor, roger. Radar contact 3 miles west of the Capital City Airport. You're cleared to the Lima Uniform Kilo Airport via direct Johnstown, then as filed. Climb maintain 8,000.
Okay, cleared to Lunkin, direct Johnstown, then as filed, climb maintain 8,000, 8094 Victor.
And approach Evolution 1 Charlie Hotel.
All right, and just like that, we are now on a IFR flight plan.
Air 1 Charlie Hotel, go ahead. Roger.
Direct Johnstown 285, that's our current heading. We are able to skip, go into the Harrisburg VOR, which is all the way up there. That was part of our flight plan, but now we don't have to go there.
Ready for lower ending.
And we're gonna,
Oh, that's great.
Air 1 Charlie Hotel, roger, descend and maintain
The
4,000.
propeller's going so fast, I
One Charlie
can't
Hotel,
see it.
Yeah.
Me too.
we're gonna fly about a 293 due to the wind.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be climbing up higher than you all are used to, but we shouldn't be high enough that you feel woozy or anything. It's this plane's favorite altitude. It's where it uses the least amount of gas, it flies the fastest, and we're low enough that we don't feel all weird from the thin air. Right down there below us is our house.
Really? Really?
Really, really. All right, the wind is not, so far it's not as bad as they called for.
Charlie Hotel.
And we have a absolutely direct headwind, which is horrible for cross-country travel.
Out of 7%.
So how long do we think it'll take?
Contact Potomac approach.
It's a little hard to tell right now because we're going to climb and it bases that. It says 5 hours, but that's because we're doing 73 knots over the ground because we're climbing. But we'll speed up and it should be somewhere around 3.5 hours per my calculations if everything was like, if all the winds are right. If you look out over there, and ahead of us we got little clouds. It looks like there's nothing above it, so we should be out of the clouds the whole trip. I know probably you are all looking forward to flying through some clouds now that we're able to do that, but it's not the best thing to do this time of year with the icing.
We trust you, Daddy. Yeah.
We might have to come through a little bit of clouds on our descent into Cincinnati.
I feel sleepy. Me too.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That Dramamine kicking in, and you kids fall asleep in about 2 seconds after we take off. We're cutting through a little cloud here on it with our left wing.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Isn't that magical, kids?
Yeah. The cloud is formed from water droplets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Very good.
And if it gets really cold, the water droplets can start to freeze. And that's what makes snow.
That's right.
I didn't even learn that in science class.
You learned that in Daddy class?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best class.
That's the best class we've got.
Beautiful.
Whoa, look at that big fluffy cloud.
Yeah. It's like a whole cloud land back there.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're leveling out, 8,000 feet. We're gonna let our speed pick up.
With about 3 hours to go, this flight would be our longest trip together yet. Thankfully, our kids know better than to complain about long rides, lest they suffer the wrath of mommy. And besides, they really do love flying for the 5 to 10 minutes of each flight that they're able to stay awake. After a few minutes of me completing checklists, explaining power settings and fuel mixtures,
13 gallons an hour.
they were out.
What do you think about that, kids?
With the kids asleep and a long, straight flight line in front of us, Amber and I were able to relax a bit. As I watched the swirling of the clouds below us and listened to the soothing hum of Victor's like-humming 0540 engine, it suddenly hit me. I have my family in a plane that we own, at 8,000 feet, flying at 158 miles an hour, to a city we never would have cared to visit by car. We were finally doing this. If you would have told us about this 2 years ago, Amber probably would have said, "Yeah, that sounds about right for Jeffrey." While I would have laughed you off and said, "I could never do that. Are you kidding me? Come on." But here we were, soaring to the first of many exotic locales. Ohio.
Ohio really is flat.
Yeah, right? It's unreal. Midwest, y'all.
How are you kids doing with your journals?
6,000, 28 left,
Good.
runway
Good.
915.
I wrote a lot in my journal.
Good. Great.
I think you're really gonna like when you're older, looking back at that and remembering all the places we went, seeing the way that you describe things. It's gonna be really cool for you.
Yeah.
This is a completely uneventful flight.
Quebec at Ohio State.
Extremely straight, very slow going due to headwinds. But I like being in planes, so
Roger, Roger. Proceed direct
doesn't
calling,
bother me.
expect clearance as you get closer to the airport.
Wow, like it's completely clear here.
Yeah, I can see far because it is so flat.
Very flat. Lots of places to land. I was told that the thing we have to get is a Cincinnati dog. Because one thing I've learned from traveling is that whenever a city is not known for anything in particular, they just come up with a certain kind of hot dog and pretend like that's really special. So the Cincinnati dog is a hot dog on a poppy seed bun. Like, wow. Big deal, you know?
I have zero interest in that.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do it. Because I like hot dogs.
So light out.
I guess this is what you get for flying west at sunset.
I was thinking that earlier. I was like, note to self. Don't try to fly west when the sun is setting.
Yep.
Leave in the morning.
8094 Victor, to maintain 4,000.
Descend maintain 4,000, 8094 Victor. Alright, so we're gonna punch 4,000 in here. Altitude pre-select. We're gonna give ourselves a 700 feet per minute descent. And we'll pull back our power a little bit so we don't go too fast. We'll do our descent checklist. Mixture adjust, throttle stage, easy. We're gonna richen our mixture a little bit because as you descend and the air gets thicker, you need to richen your mixture, otherwise you're gonna be too lean. So when I'm descending, I'm watching these numbers on the engine monitor to make sure that these temperatures don't get too high.
November 94 Victor, contact Cincinnati approach 121.0.
1210, 94 Victor, good day. Cincinnati approach, Dakota 80904 Victor, good afternoon, 4,000.
For 8094 Victor, Cincinnati approach, Cincinnati altimeter is 3017, expect a visual approach, runway 21 left at Montana Airport, Echo is right there.
94 Victor has Echo 3017, any chance we could get the RNAV 21 left?
Expect the RNAV runway 21 left.
Expect RNAV 21 left, 94 Victor.
Plan on vectors for that approach.
We're playing on vectors, 94 Victor. Alright, so we can go ahead and load that in. Here. Procedure. RNAV 21 left, enter vectors.
219 Julie Lima, Cincinnati approach, Cincinnati altimeter 3017.
We're actually going to activate the approach, and we're going to go into heading mode. So, right now, we're in the little plane, and we're heading toward this line. That'll be our final approach course, and the controller will give us vectors, give us turns, to get us onto that approach. I've got my really good
visual approach, runway 21 left.
Guide right here. It's in really good condition. I'll show it there. This shows.
Taking good care of that.
Yeah. This says that we can go up to manifold pressure of 23.5 at this altitude.
Julie Lima, turn left heading 350.
But we're also going to want to start to slow down a little bit in a minute here.
8094 Victor, fly heading 260 vectors for the approach.
260 vectors for the approach, 94 Victor.
Lunkin Tower 8 is Foxtrot, 2253 Zulu weather, wind 2305, visibility 10, clear below 1,000.
Cleared visual approach.
Temperature 1, dew point -8, altimeter 3020. Expect the visual approach, runway 21 left. Advise control, on this contact, you have Foxtrot.
Alright, we have Foxtrot, wind is better now. The times whenever the wind is calm, those are usually my worst landing.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Maybe you think everything is under control, so you are going easier.
Yeah, it does. That would probably be my first theory as well. Raise your hand if you have to pee. Really? Kids are amazing.
No, it's that they don't drink water.
Well, that, but it's just, I don't drink water and I have to pee all the time.
That's fair.
With this sun being directly in your eyes, you could almost log this as instrument time. Because instrument time is any time that you have to fly solely with reference to the instruments.
No way you can.
Like, I can't see anything out there, but I can look over here, so.
Right.
But.
Oh, good thing you're instrument rated.
That's right.
Number 94 Victor, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, 804 Victor.
Number 39739, contact approach 128.7.
Let's be quiet for Daddy so he can focus on landing. All right, babies?
Okay, Mommy.
All right, now's a good time for us to start pulling the power back as we level out. We're looking for about 100 knots or so.
9 Victor, flying 240, you're 4 miles from Sire, maintain VFR, maintain 3000 until established, cleared RNAV, runway 21 left.
Okay, heading 240, maintain 3000 until established, cleared RNAV 21 left, 94 Victor.
Okay, we're looking.
So now our localizer is alive, we've got a little green bar coming in there.
797, Cincinnati approach, expect to remain 18 left.
So, when that gets centered, we will be established.
94 Victor, contact Lunkin Tower, 118.7.
118.7, 94 Victor, good day. Lunkin Tower, Dakota 80904 Victor is 4 from COR on 21 left RNAV.
Dakota 80904 Victor, Lunkin Tower, good afternoon, report COR.
Report COR, 94 Victor. Alright, so right now the autopilot's trying to find that final approach course. It looks like it's found it and captured it. Now we're allowed to descend below 3000 if we want, because we are established. He told us maintain 3000 until established. Now we are established. Got our glide slope coming in, and we're going to let the autopilot capture the glide slope, which is our altitude up and down.
74, we got some birds right here at the approach in, we're going to let them pass.
Glide slope is captured. Need to report COR. We are 1.4 miles from COR.
Number 01 Yankee, runway 21 right.
Configure to land here.
2 right, clear
Fuel
land.
pump on, landing light on, mixture full forward, prop full forward.
We're going to have to taxi out.
Car heat off, primer locked, power out.
Driller 74
Get
taken.
down below our speed for operating our flaps.
Cancel takeoff clearance.
Lunkin Tower, Dakota 80904 Victor is at COR.
Number 904 Victor, you full stop or low approach?
We are full stop to Waypoint Aviation.
Number 904 Victor, roger, runway 21 left, clear to land. Traffic on the right downwind for the parallel, runway 21 right is a Centurion.
Clear to land 21 left, looking for traffic, 94 Victor, thanks.
Number 01 Yankee, traffic 4
Now, I have never landed at an airport that had 2 parallel runways before. We do have traffic here.
Number 68 Kilo, contact ground point 9 on Charlie. Good day.
It's turning kind of in front of us, but they're on the they're apparently on the downwind for the other parallel runway, so they should be turning without ever getting in our way, and they're 500 feet below us. Or from Yakuk. Yakuk is 3 miles to the runway. Looks like it's right in front of us, right?
Yeah.
It's a very wide runway.
Oh, okay.
And we're right on our glide slope. Kind of a neat little final approach here with these little marshlands.
That is cool.
And I'm glad that we turned this direction instead of landing runway 25, because 25 is right into the sun.
Not pleasant.
All right, we're slowing down now. About 80 knots, that's what we want.
500.
I'm gonna disconnect now. Wind check, please.
Wind 2207.
2207, that's easy. Almost right down the pike, as they say. Wow, there's like flooding all over the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what happened.
I'm guessing rain. All right, let's be quiet now.
Beautiful landing.
Yeah,
It wasn't that great, it was pretty flat, but thank you.
great landing.
Dakota 904 Victor, turn right at Bravo, ground point 9.
Right at Bravo, ground point 94 Victor. Welcome to Cincinnati, everybody.
Welcome to Cincinnati, Daddy.
Having landed safely in Cincinnati, I prepared myself for the 2 days of activities that would separate me from my next flight. Yes, of course, I love exploring new places and new activities with my family. But I've always been more of a journey is better than the destination kind of guy. Between visiting the sites and restaurants, quick stops for the kids to get their energy out, and a trip to Sporty's pilot shop, I was checking the weather and flight planning for our trip home. At the last minute, we decided to extend our trip and fly south to Lexington, Kentucky for an overnight. Amber and the kids got to have an extra day of sightseeing, and I got an extra flight out of it.
Going to Lexington.
So excited.
Me too.
So how cool is it that we're at one city? We were planning on going home, but why don't we just fly over to a completely different city and state, stay for 1 day, check out some stuff, and then go home?
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to do that without Victor.
Yeah.
Or we could, but it'd be like really pointless.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as easy.
Lunkin Tower, Dakota 8094, Victor's holding short of 25 for 21 left departure.
8094 Victor, Lunkin Tower, cross 25, runway 21 left, clear for takeoff, southbound approved.
Cross 25, clear for takeoff, 21 left, southbound approved, 94 Victor. Everything looks good, and off we go.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Nice one, Daddy.
Thank you.
Good job.
We were approved for our southbound departure, so we're going to make that south turn. We have to stay below 3,500 feet, otherwise we'd be in big trouble.
Why is that?
Because we would be in the Bravo airspace.
Ah.
So we can see here on this map, all this blue stuff, that's Bravo airspace. And we can see that the area that we're in, there's a 100 over a 35. So that means this airspace is from 3,500 to 10,000. So we want to stay below 3,500 so we stay out of that because we have not been cleared into that airspace. We're flying VFR today.
Right. Look back at the city, kids. Other way. Yeah.
Bye-bye, Cincinnati.
Bye, Cincinnati.
Bye-bye, Cincinnati. We're in Kentucky right now, right?
Yep, we just flew over into Kentucky once we crossed that river.
That's cool.
Cincinnati departure, Dakota 8094 Victor.
Dakota 8094 Victor, Cincinnati approach.
94 Victor's just departed off of Lunkin. Request flight following to Lexington LEX at 4,500.
Over 94 Victor, squawk 4573, maintain VFR.
4573, maintain VFR. We're not going to be going exactly.
While I focused on the flying, Amber had the much more difficult job of patiently providing spelling help for the kids as they filled out their flight journals.
Lex.
684, connecting center 126.37.
Xing. Ton. Lexington. Make sure to cross your T.
Mommy, where are we going?
We're going to Lexington, Kentucky.
Okay, back to the flying.
I love these like tiny hills.
Yeah, I know. I was noticing that, just like the little rolling hills.
Yeah, it's not mountains, but it's
No.
beautiful hills. We're actually headed directly toward Frankfurt, which is where we're going to be staying tonight.
Oh, can we fly over the Capitol building?
Yeah. Sure can. Let me take a look and see how low we'd be allowed to go there. About 2,000 feet. Will give us plenty of safety margin.
What's this guy with the entrails?
The contrails?
Contrails, yeah, sorry. Entrails.
Lexington 41, roger, cross, Lodal at or below.
I don't know.
4,000.
He's not on our map, but he's up there pretty high.
10,000. Contact Lexington approach 120.75.
12075, 94 Victor, good day. Lexington approach, Dakota 8094 Victor 3000.
Dakota 8094 Victor, Lexington approach, Lexington altimeter 3033, advise information Victor at Lexington, will this be a full stop?
3033, we'll be back with the weather. This will be a full stop. We're going to head and just do a quick circle over Frankfurt before heading into Lexington.
Dakota 904 Victor, roger, just advise when you're inbound Lexington.
Okay, we'll advise inbound 94 Victor. So I'm going to switch back over to GPS and I'll just kind of go off a ForeFlight or VFR. ForeFlight is not an officially approved navigation system, but we aren't using it for that. Alright, we'll see if we can find where the Capitol building is. Alright, so whenever we're down low, I like to have good view of our terrain, so I like this thing here. So anything pops up yellow, we're only a couple hundred feet above it. Anything red, we're 100 feet or less, or we're below it.
So we should be able to fly right over Buffalo Trace and then the Capitol.
Okay, I'll do it off of our right side. We're good on our altitude. And if you want to direct us with your map, honey. Yep.
So that's Buffalo Trace probably right there.
Oh, that. So that's where we're going later, hopefully. Now look at this. There's a really neat,
Where's the Capitol?
right over there, but there's a neat rock wall over here.
A rock wall?
Yeah, hold on, let me do a turn here. So we can get,
Oh, yeah.
you see that rock wall?
Yeah. And where's the Capitol?
You'll be able to see it off the right side here in a second.
Lexington for information with you 1354's observation, wind 180 at 9er, visibility 10, sky clear below 12,000, temperature 0, dew point -11, altimeter 3033.
That was an adorable little Capitol.
Way smaller than ours, but very neat.
I think that's a handsome Capitol just like ours.
Yeah.
Lexington approach, Dakota 8094 Victor. We're just over Frankfurt Airport, inbound now for Lexington.
Dakota 904 Victor, advise when you have the Lexington Airport in sight. Once you turn towards it, it'll be at your 12 o'clock and 1.7 miles.
Okay, we'll advise in sight, and we have whiskey.
Roger.
I wonder if they always use whiskey for the weather letter ID in Kentucky. Maybe they always use golf at Augusta Regional. Oscar at Hollywood Burbank? Oh, Echo at Grand Canyon Airport. I better keep this to myself so Amber and the kids don't upset the balance of the airplane when they roll their eyeballs.
Dakota 8094 Victor, Lexington Tower, wind 18011, runway 22, clear to land.
Clear to land 22, 8094 Victor. All right, so he cleared us to land already. There is nobody around.
Awesome. Look outside, kids. You can see all the horse farms.
Yeah, and horses.
And horses.
I saw one.
Nice.
Now's the point in the video where all but one of my cameras overheated and turned off. So let's speed this up, conveniently covering up my less than stellar landing. Let's make our way to Lexington. Lexington is all about horses, so Kentucky Horse Park seemed like a fitting activity. The family loved petting the horses, and I got to meet the only horse I ever recognized by name, Funnyside. After some more energy drainers for the kids, we capped the day off with a visit to Bullet Distillery, followed by the Capitol in Frankfurt, this time on foot. The next morning it was time to go home. Ah, dang, I guess I'll just have to fly again.
We're gonna have quite a lot of wind on takeoff.
Oh, well, that's exciting. I know you got it, baby.
Yeah, Daddy. You can do it.
Okay, in, down, off, fuel pump on, full forward. Engine looks good, full power. All right, we're gonna probably move quite a bit off to our left as we take off here, so don't be alarmed, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Good job, baby.
Good job, Daddy.
And you were right.
November 80904 Victor, contact departure.
Cover to departure, 80904 Victor. Lexington departure, Dakota 80904 Victor, 1800.
No, 8900, correction, 80904 Victor, Lexington departure, radar contact. Climb maintain 9,000 and turn left direct Morgantown.
Climb, maintain 9,000, direct Morgantown, 8094 Victor. Wow, that's easy. We do have a cylinder that's running hot, so we're gonna have to watch that.
I'm in 6 Delta Sierra, turn right direct Georgetown.
Ooh-wee, hot.
Yes. Woo, that feels good.
Yeah.
All right, cylinder's already cooling down. We are direct Morgantown. Though it's hot today, and we have a full load, so we are not climbing as well as we normally do.
All that bourbon.
All that bourbon in the back of the plane, not in our bellies.
A few bottles for friends and family.
It's a bourbon inside the plane's belly.
Flight 925, turn right heading 130.
Yeah, I'm hot.
We're treating Daddy. He deserves it. Yeah, the sweatshirt probably isn't your best bet, but who knew it would be this warm?
Yeah. So because we have kind of a not ideal performance out of the plane, I'm not going to let the autopilot fly it up. Because the autopilot, I'd have to tell it how many feet per minute to climb.
Yeah.
And as we go up, we're going to lose some climb performance because the air gets thinner.
Yeah.
So eventually what can happen is if you don't watch that, the plane will keep nosing up, up, up. All the autopilot will know what to do is to maintain your climb. Doesn't care about your speed. Autopilot could just stall the airplane.
Oh, wow.
What do they mean by stalling the airplane?
It's a point where the airplane isn't technically flying anymore.
You don't want to get to that point, baby.
All right, and our temperatures are below 400 on that cylinder, so that's good, and it's in line with the other cylinders, so we don't have a problem.
Great.
So hopefully we'll get a couple of these, we'll be able to go through some of these clouds.
Oh, that'd be cool. They're moving above us. Or we're moving. Or both are moving.
Well, they're moving in relation to the ground. They're not moving in relation to the air mass, because they are in the air mass. And we're moving in relation to the ground and the air mass.
63569er with multiple fractions.
That's what else.
Okay.
0272.
All right, we've been in the air for 7 minutes, and the kids are just about asleep. Hey kids, if you want to see, we're going to go through like a pretty small cloud, but a cloud nonetheless. If you want to perk up and watch that, and then go to sleep once we're above them, maybe we can go through this little cloud here. All right, can you kids see?
Oh, look at that.
So cool.
Yeah.
I can't see it all.
Yeah. You just see cloud.
Yeah, perfectly white.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm trying to stay awake.
You don't have to try to stay awake. You can let your little eyes go closed. Daddy can turn off the headphones for you again.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
Still want to be able to hear stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
It comforts me.
Too.
Let you know we're still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that cute exchange, followed by about 30 to 40 minutes of Amber and I going, "Aw," we leveled out at 9,000 feet, which turned out to be the perfect altitude for a little cloud surfing. Amber and the kids had never flown through clouds before. They got to experience for the first time how skimming just over the tops of the clouds feels like weightlessly skiing on fresh powder, complete with little pops of crystal mist in your face. How flying through the clouds confuses your brain into thinking you're turning when you're not. And how flying just below the clouds feels like when you pulled the blankets over your head as a kid and turned on your flashlight. Although, I can't imagine ever growing out of this. For 15 years I wanted to become a pilot, but I assumed I wasn't cut out for it. Once I started training, I dealt with air sickness, a frustrating and lengthy FAA medical process, and hundreds of hours of studying. The thing that kept me going was thinking about that first big trip that I would take with my family. I imagined Amber smiling at me from the co-pilot seat, my kids being proud that their dad was a pilot.
You're my favorite pilot. Yeah, because you're ours.
That first takeoff before our long flight, and that smooth landing on the way home to make up for all the terrible ones during training. I can't put my finger on the feeling I had coming to a slow stop on the ramp back at Capital City Airport.
All right, we're home.
We did it!
Oh,
Good job, baby.
But I don't think I'm going to stop feeling it anytime soon.